too rigid.
They've been hopeless in the system. They've been absolutely hopeless.
Too inflexible.
You know, he's playing 3-5-2, it isn't working. Good managers change.
Too idealistic.
Bringing a manager like that in terms of the system that he played, I don't think ever really suited the club of the traditions of Manchester United.
Ruben Amorim's system has faced relentless criticism since he became manager at Manchester United. And it's no wonder fans and players alike have questioned it during rough patches. But if there's one surefire way to validate any game plan, it's by winning matches.
Gets the cross in, finds Mason Mount! Mason Mount! Towards the back post, Harry Maguire! Going to fight this back, Brian Mbeumo in the penalty area, finishes it off! No nerves now!
For the first time under Amorim, United have strung together 3 Premier League wins in a row. Though, getting there probably left many fans shitting themselves by the end of that Brighton game. It feels vaguely embarrassing that 3 straight wins are seen as an accomplishment for United. Yet it's the first time they've achieved this under Amorim, and the first time for the club since February 2024. That certainly counts for something, right? But despite sticking to the same system that fell under heavy scrutiny just weeks ago, what has Amorim recently changed at United to spark this turnaround? Since beating Liverpool away for the first time in 10 years and the positive psychological boost it undoubtedly provided, the narrative surrounding Amorim has shifted. No longer are people rambling on about whether he needs to change his 3-4-3 formation, though it's clear there have been tweaks to his methods under the hood. A recent facet of United's game plan has been Amorim adapting his system to get results. While high possession remains the foundation of their play, the head coach has started prioritising a more direct approach, utilising long passes to transition into the attacking third quickly, or focusing on winning second balls from goal kicks. The rise of man-to-man marking in the Premier League has led teams to embrace this more direct style, as going long can effectively catch opponents out of structure. However, as with everything in football, and in life I suppose, there's a risk if it's not executed with precision and purpose. Playing long balls to bypass the opposing press without creating isolated situations for your forwards, or failing to combine effectively to attack space and prepare for second balls, can leave you vulnerable by handing your opponent free possession and exposing you in transition. It's like trying to lose weight but not tracking your calories and eating like crap. There are no shortcuts. But for a team that struggled with build-up play last season slower than my Grand's leisurely stroll, United are now playing faster, more direct football, a style we've come to expect across the Premier League. This evolution has been significantly aided by Amorim's back 3 who, having typically struggled to step up into midfield to join the press, are now displaying greater aggression and effectively tracking their opponents through multiple phases of play. Against Brighton, Luke Shaw, how is he still at United after all these injuries, exemplified this with perfect timing, stealing the ball from Georginio Rutter and initiating the move that led to Casemiro's goal. Meanwhile, Matthijs de Ligt's risky man-to-man marking of Danny Welbeck, which sometimes dragged him high up into Brighton's half, proved to be a gamble that paid off. Moreover, the 2 number 10s, Matheus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo, have injected new life into United's transitional attacks by steering clear of the slack passes and heavy touches that plagued United's attacking rhythm in previous seasons. Better at protecting possession in the final third, they exhibit a maturity in their decision-making that brings the best out of their teammates. What's more, they can actually convert chances. And as a battle-tested Premier League proven duo, they exemplify why it's often wiser to recruit from within England when spending big on signings.
We have different players, more suit to this type of style. But it's a big difference.
By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, we'd be incredibly grateful if you subscribed. Your support helps us grow and continue creating the content you love. With a simple yet ingenious tweak to his forward line, particularly by rotating Benjamin Sesko in and out of the starting lineup, Amorim can adapt his team to maximise opportunities from attacking second balls. While the flick-ons from the towering striker enhance United's ability to play direct, as seen in their matches against Chelsea and Sunderland, a more aggressive direct approach is often necessary against opponents with the ability to mark your striker out of the game. And just as he did in United's 2-1 victory over Manchester City 11 months ago, Amorim continues to show that he isn't afraid to make big personnel calls, most recently when he dropped Sesko and Lenny Yoro against Liverpool, in favour of deploying Cunha as a false 9 and leveraging Maguire's experience.
Especially in the bad moments, you have to go with your guts, and I always go by that, no matter what. I think it's the most important thing in the manager, right or wrong sometimes, but that is for me, it's the key point of being a manager.
This more aggressive approach typically begins with long balls from Senne Lammens in goal, who recorded 45 against Liverpool and 34 against Brighton, the former being the most by a Premier League goalkeeper in a single match since the start of last season. However, rather than relying on these long balls being successful, the approach counts on opposing centre-backs, heading the balls back into midfield and allowing United's attackers to work from there. Against Liverpool, for instance, Lammens completed only 8 successful long passes, but United were more than ready for the second ball, and they knew how to attack it. With Lammens targeting his passes to Mbeumo down the right side, the idea was to force Virgil van Dijk or Milos Kerkez into a duel with the Cameroonian and leverage Cunha and Bruno Fernandes' tireless running and quick feet to win the second ball. From there, they would quickly switch to Amad or Patrick Dorgu on the wings and progress the play. Even in the second half, when Amorim's side lost some composure and became more vulnerable in transition, Liverpool's attacks stemmed from United's mistakes in possession or failure to capitalise on counter-attacking situations, rather than losing the second ball after playing long. The forward line's chemistry is still in its early stages, but like after a few dates with that girl, an understanding is beginning to form, and their collective qualities should enable Amorim's project to evolve further. Sesko's speed and aerial ability make him an imposing target man for teammates to build their attacks around. Cunha and Mbeumo bring bite and brilliance in equal measure, and their presence should strengthen the team's overall structure, allowing the wing-backs to excel down the flanks while ensuring a steady flow of chances through the middle. Add to this Senne Lammens, who has brought stability to a previously chaotic goalkeeping situation, and Ineos's bold approach to the summer window is starting to yield positive results. At the same time, Amorim's side has looked stronger defensively since adjusting its structure when out of possession. When defending in their own half, United shifts into a 5-4-1 formation, with the number 10s dropping back to better shield the midfield double pivot, one that has been far too open to penetration in the past few seasons. This adjustment appears to have provided Amorim with a temporary workaround for finding the right balance in midfield. With Fernandes not fitting the mould of a box-to-box midfielder, but showing improvements as one of the players in the double pivot, Amorim still faces the dilemma of identifying the best partner to complement him. To make matters worse, the lack of any midfield reinforcements this summer had raised serious concerns about how this misstep could jeopardise the progress United made during pre-season and in other areas of the transfer market. While this challenge could still pose problems down the line, for now, Casemiro has risen to the occasion, and United undeniably look better with the Brazilian on the pitch. This was particularly evident after he was substituted for Kobbie Mainoo in the 70th minute against Brighton, when United suddenly appeared more vulnerable through the centre. Despite being 33 and lacking the pace and intensity he once had, along with occasional lapses like his sending off against Chelsea, his experience and game management have proven crucial compared to midfield alternatives like Mainoo and Ugarte, who provide mobility but fall short in the defensive and passing qualities that Amorim seeks in his midfielders. There is still a long way to go for United this season to demonstrate signs of sustained success, but incremental improvements have been evident since the start of the campaign. Building on their win at Anfield, the team is starting to look promising and has gained positive momentum for the first time in a long while the public support for Amorim from Sir Jim Ratcliffe has certainly helped ease external pressure. With these factors in play, the good days Amorim spoke of at the end of last season appear to be well and truly on the horizon.
I want to tell you, the good days are coming.
If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more content like this. Also, don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you never miss a beat. And with that, we'll see you in the next video.